Good morning to all the course participants. My name is Kamal Pandey, and I will be taking you towards one experiment using the satellite images. Hope till now, whatever lecture sessions have been taken, they might have benefited you, enriched your knowledge in the spatial in this space technology. Now let us try to do a small experiment today. So the experiment will be based upon, let us say, because already you might be aware that there are different kinds of satellite images. Okay, so there is on all these satellite images from taken from the Indian satellites, they are available for visualization as well as for carrying out some small experiments as well. You can carry out those experiments on those images using some platform. One very important platform is developed by ISRO. The name of that platform is Bhuvan. The URL of this portal is bhuvan.nrsc.gov.in. I will again type it here so that it becomes clear to you. The portal name or the platform where all these satellite images they are available is known by https then colon bhuvan.nrsc.gov.in. So this is that portal which is which allows you to see the data set captured from the Indian satellites, and you can also carry out small experiments on these data sets. So today we will be performing those experiments only. Okay, you can note down this portal, the address of this portal also like this. I will just display it over here. It is something like https bhuvan.nrsc.gov.in. Okay, so this address you have to type in any browser, let it be Chrome. For example, I have taken this Chrome browser. So here just when I type bhuvan.nrsc.gov.in, so this interface will open. Now here there are many tools. Okay, so in order to carry out our experiment, I am directly going to the first tab which is known by Bhuvan 2D. So this portal, this particular tab will allow you to visualize the satellite data over here. You can see here one map is displayed. Once I clicked onto Bhuvan 2D, now here multiple options are there. One of the option called satellite. Once you click on satellite, so this satellite image will be displayed over here. By going to this more, I can just remove these lines which are displayed over here by just switching it off. So now only the satellite image is available to me. Now which is this satellite? So that we can note it down from here at the bottom. If you see on the bottom right corner, this satellite data is from one of the important satellite of Indian of it, that is Resourcesat 2. So this is the name of the satellite, Resourcesat 2. Now as you might be aware that a satellite can carry multiple sensors. So this Resourcesat 2 also has 3 sensors into it. One is called LIS3, that is one camera you can say that captures the photographs at 23.5 meter spatial resolution. That means 23.5 by 23.5 square meter area on the ground is mapped by that sensor. Similarly, there is another sensor by the name called AWIFS. Now this AWIFS has the capability of measuring 56 meter by 56 meter on the ground as one pixel, as a one unit. Okay, similarly there is the third sensor which is known as LIS4. The capability of that sensor is 5 around 5 meter by 5 meter on the ground. So the 5 meter by 5 meter area on the ground is mapped as single pixel using that LIS4. Currently the data which is being displayed over here, this is from Resourcesat AWIFS sensor. Okay, this is one particular sensor from this Resourcesat 2 satellite. Now you can see it here, it is written also here 56 meter, and this data set when it was captured, the date is also available over here. You can see February 2023. This is the date, this is the sensor name, and this one is the satellite. So this is again a very useful information we have got it from here. Now suppose this is showing the entire India. Now I am interested in one particular city. Let it be Dehradun. So what can I do? I can just type it here, the name of the city, like Dehradun. At the top here there is one search button is available. Here you can type Dehradun city. It will suggest you just click on Dehradun city, directly it will zoom the satellite image to the city of Dehradun here. Now here in this satellite image you can see multiple features are there. These all green patches, these are the forest areas here, and whatever this white color, this patch is showing, this is all the urban area, people are staying there. If you zoom it further over here, you will be able to see even the houses as well. Okay, now this you zoom it further. Now if you go to this again, back to this, here also once we were at the entire country, we were saying at that time the sensor was AWIFS. Now if you see here again, when I have zoomed to the city level, okay, now here satellite is same, but the data is from another sensor. Name of that sensor is LIS3, and you can see it. It is capability. It's the capability of this sensor is 24 meter. It means 24 meter by 24 meter area on the ground is measured as a single pixel using this satellite image. Okay. Now, and this image particular, the date is 2022. The earlier image was 2022-23, 20 year 2023. Now this is 2022 year. Okay, but the month is not written over here because it has been collected as a mosaic from multiple images. Okay, different season, whichever best season data we got, we have mosaic them together and displayed on this particular portal. Now let us take one exercise over here. I am able to zoom it to my city area. Now if I want to get the, now let us say I am interested in finding out the area of a particular location. Let us take the area of IRS campus. Like IRS is here somewhere in Dehradun. I will zoom to that part. If you can see here how to go, because since I am very much aware of the city of Dehradun, so I know that there is one small big white patch is seen in the middle. So I know this particular patch is some ground, and there is only one ground visible in this vicinity, and that is called as parade ground. Okay, the name of this ground. So I will zoom it further here. Now another thing I know that near to this parade ground there are roads. There is one prominent road near to this ground. The name of that road is Rajpur Road. So and that is again towards the left hand side of this road, this one. So this linear feature I am seeing here, this is nothing but just a road. Okay, we can have a linear feature of canal also. Canal means it will also have a similar kind of structure, but it will be very straight. Now if you see here, since it is known to me, this is a pattern of a road. Road looks like, it looks like this only in the satellite image. Now here somewhere we have another prominent location called Clock Tower. In front of it there is big road. Now suppose I want to know at how much distance is this Rajpur Road from this parade ground. So this can be easily measured over here. Tools, measure length. Now if you see it here at a distance of this Rajpur Road, click it here, double click, you can see here it is around 300 meters. This particular road is at a distance of 300 meters. Now you can see that from this satellite image I am able to make the measurement which are true to the ground. Whatever measurement I will do on the ground, the same measurements can also be performed on these images. Since these images are geo-coded or geo-referenced with respect to the surface of the earth. That's why we are able to perform all these measurements on this image. Now our target was to find out the area of our institute, that is IIRS. Okay, Indian Institute of Remotes. Where is it now? So since I know this is the Rajpur Road, now in this Rajpur Road there is one big road that goes toward the left hand side. You can see here this is one big road going, only one road is going toward the left hand side. This road is known to me, something called New Kent Road. Okay, so once I zoom it here further, this road, again one road is visible to me. And if I move in this New Kent road, you can see another big road is going over here. There is only one big road going. Okay, so I will immediately know this is the Kalidas road. So I am using some interpretation technique of reading the image, like linear feature. They can be a road or they can be some street also. Okay, so that's what, and some associations also I am using. I know this is the Rajpur road and there is Kent road associated with this Rajpur road only. So I am using that another concept called association. Association I am using, and the shape of the features I am using. And similarly, if you go from here, this is one big another road. This is known as Kalidas road, and our campus is near to this Kalidas road only. So this looks to be somewhat like a campus or some institute, and I know that this is your Indian Institute of Remote Sensing over here. Now my experiment will be, I want to calculate in how much area this particular institute is located, is situated. So that again measurements, you can do it from here, draw measure area. Okay, then if we click it here, the boundary is something like this. Now if I click it here, now just click it here again, I know that boundary is up to this green patches only over here. Okay, so it's somewhere here, it is going like this, it is like this, like this, like this. Double click it here, so it shows me at the top right, if you see, the area is 87647.902 square meters. Convert it to hectares, it will be divided by 10,000, so it will be around 8.7 hectares. So the campus is situated in an area, it is spread in the area of around 8 hectares, 8.7 hectares to be very specific. Now there is one task for you also. What you have to do, you just measure the area of your locality, of your school, we can say, or of your institute in which you are currently employed, in how much area that particular school is spread, and you try to find out whether the measurement which are coming from this satellite image are correct or not, or whether they are true to the ground or not, because you may be very much aware in how much area your school is spread. So you try to calculate the same thing from satellite image as well. Okay, so this is one small experiment which we have performed, that is measurement through measurement of an area of a particular area from the satellite image. So this is done, this first exercise. Now let us go to the second exercise. For the second exercise, what I will be doing, we will I will go to again to this platform second. Bhuvan, here only one exercise I have done. We can perform multiple exercises over here. Similarly, if you want to find out the area of this particular parade ground over here, the same can be done. Measure area, click it here, this, in how much area this particular ground is spread. So it is something like this. So you can say it is around 10 hectares. Okay, then divide by 10,000, so it is showing 106,656.189 square meters. Convert it to hectares, so divide by 10,000. So around 10 hectares it is coming up, this particular area. And distance also we have measured. So we have performed one experiment now, that is calculating different or we can say performing measurements from the satellite image, like calculating the area, finding the distance of a feature from another feature, like here we have performed from road to this particular ground or this parade ground. Okay, so this was the first experiment. Now you also try to perform similar kind of experiment in your city or within your area of interest. Now let us go to the second experiment. Second experiment will be on 3D GIS, okay, or 3D data sets. Now you may be very much aware that the satellite images, they are also capable of capturing the elevation information from the satellite sensors. Like there is one very important satellite by the name called Cartosat-1. Now this Cartosat-1 has very unique characteristic. It is able to capture the 3D image of the surface of the earth as well. How it is doing it? Now like in ResourceSat, I told you we had three sensors, LIS3, LIS4 and AWIPS. Similarly, in this Cartosat 1 satellite of which was launched by India, they have two sensors, and these two sensors, what they are doing, at the same resolution, they are at two different angles, okay, and from the different angles they are capturing the image of the feature from space, okay. We had one satellite is there, one is looking the surface of earth from this angle, another one is looking from this angle, so two different angles they are looking, so we are getting two images simultaneously, okay, of the entire area. Now wherever it is rotating around the surface of the earth. Now once I have those two images, they are called the overlapping images. Once you overlap one over the other, then through some mathematical concept, we have like photogrammetry. Through that, we can generate using this overlapping images and the concept of parallax in the photogrammetry, we can generate the 3D images. I think I will not go into the detail of parallax, but the concept of parallax is only used for finding out, for estimating the height of the surface or of the earth surface from these overlapping images. So that can be visualized. Now all those images have been generated for the entire country, and they are published in one another module of this Bhuvan portal by the name called Bhuvan 3D. So once I click on Bhuvan 3D, so this 3D globe will be visible to you over here, correct. Though now here, if you click the middle mouse button, so it will move in Z directions also. So this way we can move it. Now let us again, since my area of interest is Dehradun city, so I will again zoom to the city of Dehradun. You can see here Uttarakhand state is visible over here. Names are also there. In Uttarakhand state, somewhere in this side is the city of Dehradun, towards the, we can say, northwest side here, okay. This is the east, west, north and south. So somewhere in the northwest side we have the Dehradun city. So direction is again another parameter which help us to find out those features. Through directions also we can find it out. So now if this is entire Dehradun district, now I will go to the city. Now if you see here, this is particular city, that Dehradun city, and some boundaries are also visible here. So what I will do, I will try to switch off these administrative boundaries so that I can see the image only. You can see this entire image is visible over here. Now if you see here, very typical feature of this Dehradun city, it is situated in it's between two big rivers here. This on the towards the southern side, we have this Ganga river over here. You can see somewhere here is a Haridwar, and towards the northern side we have the Yamuna river. So on around 50 kilometers from here, this Yamuna river, and around 50 kilometers from this to over here, this is the Ganga river. So somewhere in the middle, and in this between there is one Sivalik range also here. This mountain range called by the name called Sivaliks. So it is also visible here, clearly visible here. You can see how the topography is little bit very unique topography of this city as well. So if I click the middle mouse button and drag the mouse, it will give us the 3D perspective here also. You zoom it further, so I zoom it further here, you can just see like this. So now I can able to see the 3D image. Now this was the parade ground you were saying. Now I told you that now I am seeing the data in the 3D perspective. Here also we will try to perform a small experiment. Now if you see here, from again here this data is going, and somewhere here we have the IRS campus. Now here we are able to visualize this campus in 3D domain. So here, although it is a flat area over here, so it is not giving a very perception of the height. So for that, let us try to take another forest range near to a hill forest range here. I will go, this is something called Rajpur Reserve Forest in near to Dehradun only. So if I see this particular terrain, so you can see here how nicely it is displayed over here. So this is somewhere here from road, it goes to the Dehradun to Mussoorie city. So if you see here, now you can see like this entire Rajpur Reserve Forest as a 3D perspective, in the 3D perspective. You can zoom it further. Now one experiment we can do it over here. I will show you that experiment also. So for that, let us try to choose another area. I will again move to the in the 2D domain here. Now if you see here, near to this Dehradun, one big water body here. If you see towards this side, one big water body is visible over here. This water body is nothing but just a this is one Tehri dam, the very important dam in this particular state. So let us try to have the visualization of this dam over here. So if you move the middle mouse button and then that scroll button, if you press, then you can get that 3D perspective. Now if you see here, this area, if you see here, now again, now I am able to see a clear cut view of this image. If you see, it is coming this Bhagirathi river from this side, and this from there, this is Bhilangana river, and somewhere the city of Tihri used to be over there, somewhere here. Now by the construction of this dam, this city is now no more over here. Now the same city has been shifted to this part here. You can see Tihri city is now has been relocated to this part. Now I am just trying to explain through 3D over here. So what we can do, we can capture it also, we can save it as well. So if you go to the tools, this you have to perform now. You try to create a fly through of your school. So how you can do it like that way? How? Through the Bhuvan portal. So I will create a small fly through of this particular area. Okay, this dam. So for that you have to go to this record and play. This is your second experiment. Okay. So now we can say start recording. Click start recording, and then it will show like this. You can say, we can slowly move it like this. You can say this is your Bhagirathi river, and this is some Bhilangana river, and when these two rivers are meeting at this point, so a dam is created here. You can see something like this, and here now once the dam is located here, the city was used to be over here. The city is shifted to this part here. This is the Tihri city, now new Tihri city, and we can say the turbine is inside this particular mountain. Okay, so the water is stopped here, and the turbine through which the electricity is generated, that is situated inside this mountain, and that water get discharged from here, and it again goes to this river. This river again is known by the name called Bhagirathi. So this Bhagirathi and Bhilangana river meeting over here, dam is there. Then again when these two river meet and this again flows back, it again known as Bhagirathi river. Now this river goes flowing like this. You can see here, I am just creating one 3D perspective of it, 3D visualization of the fly through. This river comes like this, and somewhere here again two big rivers are meeting. You can say here this is your Bhagirathi river, and this is your Alaknanda river here. Now when these two rivers are meeting, so we can see here this place is known as Devprayag, and from here onwards this river is known by the name called Ganga. That river is here. So you can just go this, we can just zoom it like this, and if I see here, we can see the 3D perspective of this Ganga river, and we come here. So I will just trying to show you the entire Ganga Darshan. You can do it over here in this Bhuvan platform itself. So it goes like this, it is flowing here, and if we come here, so it comes like this. You can zoom it down also here, and somewhere here we will see that how the river is reaching to one very important place, tourist place over here, or the religious city, but the name called Rishikesh. So this is your Rishikesh area over here, and similarly from here that river flows and goes back. Now if you see here, one canal is drawn here like this. The canal, the signature of the canal, something looks like this. Okay, so it goes from here, some one water has been blocked over here, and from here it has been diverted for this irrigation purpose. There it was for the electricity purpose, now here it is for the irrigation purpose, and it goes very long, this entire canal. Okay, and this is going parallelly, the river is also going. So this we have created the fly through. Now what we can do, we can just see it like this, and then stop recording. So once you stop recording, you can download your 3D view. If you see here, I will see here, so in the folder, now your view is created. Just right click on top of it and open with we can say VLC media player. So if you see, so your I will say yes. So your a 3D perspective is created from this Bhuvan Geo portal. So now it's your task also to create one 3D perspective of your school basically, and you can just send it to me also so that I can see how much good you have done it. Uh, my mail ID is kamal@irs.gov.in, so I can just see it how you have whether you are able to do that this 3D whether able to create this kind of scenario or not. So here it is, whatever we have done it, now I am not doing anything, but it has been captured whatever actions we have taken during that 3D creation. So it is automatically running now, this video. Okay, now you just try to do the same thing for your for your school as well. Now you see the video is quite long and I can move it here. So let us go to this part here again, and then it ends over here somewhere, this movie. Okay, so this way you can create it. Now this was simply creating a 3D perspective. Now I have the third experiment for you here. Let us try to perform now. I will again move it to the north. You can just move it to the north align. Somewhere here was your Dehradun city. Now from there in Dehradun city, now I just want to know ki let us say this part, this is your I was telling to you that elevation profile at how much height the campus is situated. This was known to you like a parade ground here, somewhere here one important point called the clock tower. Okay, now I want to Niki, and I want to generate a height profile, at how much height is from this place to this IRS campus. I told you this is the Rajpur Road, and somewhere here it is going the New Kent Road, Kalidas Road, and somewhere here is your IIRS. Now let us try to generate one profile of the height. So for that, if you see here terrain profile, I will try to create it here. From this place I will move like this. We can go like this. So it will have it like this, up to here, and then we will move little bit here and then here and then add to this place. So if I say so terrain profile, so it will tell me ki how the height is varying from this particular place. I was at this place, the height was around 670 meters from mean sea level, and then we went on to this IRS campus. So you can say it is at it is a higher place. You can see with the elevation moved on, so it means there is a height is varying, it is varying along this road. So it is at a height place 670, 75, 700, it went up to this place 700, and then at the end again it came to around to 693 square meter, so 690 meters. So first you move top moving, keep on moving, and then slowly we descended down and we reached to this IRS campus here. So this is very useful here. Now generating the profile of the height, how height is varying, or more specific, you can just go to this particular mountain also over here. Suppose I want to climb, I want to reach to this place, then we can say how much height we have to climb. So that you can just terrain profile, I can click from here, let us take it here, up to this point, only 3 points I am generating. So you see it here from 880 meters, then you have to go up to 900 meters, around 100 meters you have to climb for reaching from this place to this place. So this terrain profile is also can be easily generated here. So you try to find out the terrain, suppose you want to find out for the entire city, okay, where the height, how the height is varying in this entire city. So we can create that profile as well. Click it. Now here somewhere river, so river may be at a very low height, so this side is lower, so I can just do it like this. I will go to this place, up to here, so terrain profile, so it will generate it like this. From 600 meter from this river bed, it is going up to this 700. So this city is lying somewhere in this height profile. Okay, the elevation profile, we can say. So this is another exercise which you can perform. So now let us move to the third exercise. Okay, two exercises we have performed. Third exercise, what I will try to explain to you. The third exercise will be a simple exercise. That will be, now my interest is, I want to find out from the satellite images कि over the past 10 years how the urban area or the city area has increased, how much it has increased, and in which direction it has increased. Or you can say, what is the status of the greenness of the city in the last 10 years. So it can be the greenness of the city, or it can also be the urban area, urban expansion of the city. Now this, whether we can perform it quickly from this satellite images or from this geoportal, yes, that can be done very easily. So a small exercise, you have to select your own city. I will be interested in the city of Dehradun. Okay, obvious it is. So for that we will go to another module. So first two modules we have seen. The third module is thematic services. Okay, so if I click on this thematic services, now here in the thematic services is again a very important aspect over here. Now this thematic services is nothing but it is showing me the derived information. The satellite images have been captured through the satellites. Now once those satellite images are captured, they are received on the ground stations. From there they are distributed to various experts. Now these experts try to generate information from these satellite images. So now this generated information is again published as maps, useful maps. One of the map is the land use map, ki how the what is the status of the natural resources. So from the satellite images we have created some natural resources, the map of a natural resources as well. Okay, so if you see it here in this thematic services, you can go to the search area here. Then what kind of information has been extracted? You can say land use map or land degradation map, urban land use map, wasteland, glacial lakes, geomorphology, lineament, flood hazard, flood annual layers, water bodies, urban sprawl. So many layers have been created from have been derived from those satellite images. Now my interest was, I am interested to know the expansion of the city in a during the last 10 years. Okay, so for that, if you see here, land use land cover match 2005 and 6, and you select it, and then you can go for this Uttarakhand, select the geography Uttarakhand, you can select your own state also, view. So it will directly show you that map of 2005 and 6. Okay, you zoom it further here. So your city is somewhere here, correct? Now what I will do, we will try to analyze only within this city. So how to do that one? If you can see here, analyze, draw AOI. So I will draw one small AOI here like this, which will cover the city. I know this is the extent of the city, somewhere up to this part. This is some reserve forest here. So I will create one small extent of the, this is my area of interest. Now if I click analyze, so it will tell me, okay, some polygon is wrongly drawn here. I think mistake we have done it. Again I will draw. Let us try to create the polygon properly here. Okay, then analyze. So once the polygon is properly drawn, it will analyze. Now if you see here, it is showing that the urban area is around 59.24 square kilometers in 2005. Let us save it. So how to save it? I will just save it. I will just copy this thing, and let me go to here Excel. Let us copy it in the Excel component here. Now if I do it here, Control V, it will show me the statistics here for city of Dehradun. Okay, so there are different classes here. Now I am able to get that area of in 2015 to 2005. Okay, now similarly I want the area in 2010 also, 2010. So I will just I will take that also, and then I also want the area in 2015. Okay, so how to do that one? So just see it here. I am creating those three columns here. This is 2015 now. So this areas I will get it here from the same, using the same method like this. Okay, so I will just do this also. Uh, what we will do, this is your LULC class. So what we will do, this is the class here, CLASS class, and this is the color. Okay, COLOR color. So if you can see here, this urban is 59.24. Now let us try to save this map also. So because we also want to find out the direction. Okay, so if I say here, there is something called snipping tool here. So SNIPP, in every computer it is available, snipping tool. So it will do nothing but just cut this particular area here. So we can just cut it like this. Okay, then copy it from here, and then I will go to another tool like Excel. There is something called PowerPoint. See, a small exercise we are able to do. This small experiment, they are very interesting also. Sometimes they results in very useful information. So that's why now this is your 2005. Now here I can type something like, click it here, and this is 2005. Okay, 2005 status. It will showing me the map. Control B here. Okay, then this is center line. Now this we have stored. Now let us go to 2010 and 11. Search again. Boundary is same. Click here. 11 and 12. Geometry. Although map will be disappear, but your AOI will always remain there. Click on Uttarakhand. View. Analyze. Okay, and then again analyze. So it will again show you the statistics like of 2011 and 12 we have taken now. Yeah, we can just check it here. It was 11 and 12. Okay, so in analyze, so if I talk analyze again, and then I am getting the statistics like this. Control C here I will do. I will again go to this Excel here, and then you can say Control V. If you see here, the cropland is 83. It has drastically reduced here. It was 109 in 2010-11. It is 83 now. Deciduous forest, it is something 64.89. Now urban land I will take. It is urban. It is 100. Earlier it was 59. In 2005 and 6 it has doubled, almost doubled. Okay, and let us take this other classes also, although they are not very not in our area of interest, but let us take those classes as well. So again I will go here, this rural area, again I will try to drag it to this one common table I am creating basically. River, stream, something is here, we can do it here. Plantation also, it is somewhere here, and then this is evergreen forest. We can type it here. Then fallow land, we can, fallow land is nothing but just agricultural land only. Forest plantation I can have. Mining area, so mining is reservoir, lakes, and all those things, water bodies. So water bodies I can take it into this part. Okay, so there is extra 1.06 is left, we can ignore it for the time being. Let us, because that class was not there in 2005 and 6, it was only mapped in 2010, so I am leaving it. Okay, now these two statistics, if you see it here in 2005 to 10, it has changed that much. If you see here the cropland 109, it has reduced. So it gives direct indication that that urbanization or the settlement, what it is doing, it is capturing those agricultural land. It is now the fact from this, and in which area, that also we will come to know. Again, now let us capture this particular area here. Now take a new direction also, because we are interested. Copy it here, copy, and then I will again go to this PowerPoint here, Control V. If you see here, it will tell us the changes in the direction of the change. Okay, this was 2005, and then this was 2010. And similarly, we can have it for 2015 as well. So for 2015, again I will go here. Let us go to this search. We have 2015 also. Area is same. your geography remains Uttarakhand, view, analyze, and then again click analyze. Now it will show a different statistics here now. If you copy it here, now we will try to see it here, Control C, again go to this Excel component here, and then I will paste it here, cropland, further reduced, cropland is further reduced, urban land is further increased here. So if you can see here, this is 107. Now this scrubland, so let us take this class also, scrubland, scrub forest also. So each and every class we can take here, rural land, then we can analyze it parallelly, streams and rivers. So there are some errors also into it. Now what you can do, you can try the same thing for your city as well. Okay, so like forest also I am seeing here, it is giving some different kinds of figures here, then fallow land, it is remaining same, but since our interest is towards only one class, so this is water body here, let me take this water body to over here. Mining is not there, so mining has increased. Basically in 2005 it was not mapped, but in 10 it was mapped, 15 also it was mapped, and this number also increased here. So I can just delete this. So now this is the particular things I have got. Again I will go to the snipping tool, I will capture this, and then we will try to analyze it here. Copy, and then we will see it in one figure over there. Control V. So like this, if we draw it here, like now 3 maps I have, and then we can go back to this statistics here. Okay, then this is again no fill here. Now this area in square kilometers. Okay, so what I will do here, now we will take it into a single frame. Now let us capture it also. New tools here, again through snipping tool I will just select it here, copy it, and then what we can do, we can just paste it here. So we have the both quantitative as well as qualitative an assessment of these maps, of these statistics of the natural resources here. Okay, so I will just move it like this, and then let us take it here quickly. I will finish it off. Okay, this is 2010 if you see, and this is again I will just copy it here, Control C, Control V. This one is now 2015. Okay, so this is one experiment we have done it. A big experiment became quite big, but anyway you tried this also. Now if you see here, this experiment we have performed, and this is the output of our experiment. Okay, in 2005 you can see lots of agricultural land is visible, but the same thing in 2010, slowly it has increased. Now it has gone into this urban land, and 2015 it is further increased. Now if you see here, urban land in 2005 it was 59 square kilometers, 2010 it was 100, and 2015 it became 107. In which direction it has increased? That direction can be seen from here. Sometimes it is increasing towards this direction also, towards this direction also here, although it's a very less increase in this direction, but if you see in this particular direction it has increased the most towards the south, towards the west side. So in the west side there is a substantial increase in that urbanization towards the west and toward north also, this part, this side here. So this is a small experiment, although there are the chances of errors also into it, but this gives us a brief overview. These types of experiment can be performed using any software is not required, only that internet connectivity is required and portal is there, so you can perform these sorts of experiments on this live on this online platform as well. So these were the 3 experiments which we have done it. First was the measurement from the satellite images, second was the 3D visualization creation, and in 3D visualization we also created a profile of the elevation, and the third experiment was a small change detection. So this change detection is done. So these are the 3 experiments. So I urge from you that all these 3 experiments you also try to perform, but in your own city or in your own area of interest, and see how the results come. it will be very useful, and this you can demonstrate to the students as well in the schools, so that they will also have an idea ki how small sorts of analysis can be performed using these kinds of platforms. So with this I end. I hope it was useful for you, and I will be waiting for some few questions as well. Thank you very much.